We left off the KV-1S last time while Jess and Beau were joining up the salvageable ends of a hull side to a newly cut piece of steel. Even though the boys have worked some pretty serious miracles with the press in straightening the blown up armour plate, it's still not perfect, but we're hoping to use the force of some of these big clamps to bring the twisted piece back into line.
Heat.
Gonna heat it up. So it's gonna come down about 8 mil.
Not too much.
I reckon we'll get it.
We're not having a lot of luck here. Time for some more heat.
Not enough heat.
Hot.
That would melt your face off.
I think that's doing it. More leverage.
Where is that straight? There's a bulge here in the centre of this plate here.
A huge bulge.
Another one. Just can't get away from the huge bulges. But at least the two plates are lining up. Anything that's gone a bit.
It looks good along here.
Yeah, it's good enough. Not going to get any better.
Got the preheat in.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about heat preheat. Well,
With this part of the plate tacked in and secure, we can move on to the other part that we need to attach. This one isn't as twisted or bent, so it should go in a little bit easier.
Go back a bit. Yep.
Hey, I'm filming.
Hey.
What's your language? You're so annoying.
It looks good up top, but it's not. Underneath it's out. This plate's like 62 mil. Bloody dog. It's pretty good.
Eventually, after dozens of hours of welding, all of the joints are fully welded in. While I was filming Steve and Daz work on the Wesp final drives, Beau and his dad Glenn also managed to get some work done on the return rollers.
So this is a return roller cone. We're actually really lucky to have this piece because it's the only one we've got with its stub axle still connected to it. And that's what it looks like from the other side. And we're still going to use it like this. I might just put this band back on here. So we've got another original one over here. Impact here. It's come through the hull and then it's just exploded and popped the side of this in. And then it's caught the back of the wheel and torn the stub off.
Rip the whole thing off. Wow.
But we can rebuild that. So what we'll do is we'll more than likely just machine this down and then we'll just reattach a stub on top. So we've had to make all the others. Luckily there was only 6 in total on this vehicle. So we've got 2 original ones and then we've had to make the others. Dad's machined these up in the lathe for us and they slip down inside this cone slightly. We've drawn these cones up on CAD drawing and then pressed them in our press here. So this is the shape that we started with to make 1/2 of one of these cones here. The cones didn't turn out exact, but they were good enough. See, the cone's not the thing that spins, it's the wheel that spins, so it doesn't even matter anyway.
So as long as the stub is true, the wheel will spin true.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to still weld them up and do a bit of grinding on them, but overall they're pretty much done.
Yeah, they're pretty much done. They're not perfect, but you know, they're pretty good for what we've got here, equipment wise.
Show us the thread.
Oh, the threads, yeah.
Glenn's thread.
I mean, I could probably do that with a file, but anyway.
On. Yeah, not bad.
All right.
Alright, back on to getting these plates tidied up. Beau has to use a mixture of plasma cutting and grinding to remove all of the old weld. It's slower than arc gouging, but we're just using the equipment we have, and really, it didn't take that long anyway. With that hull side complete, we move back to the other one. If you look closely, there's a step cut into the bottom of the plate. This is where it attaches to the floor of the vehicle. The new steel we had cut couldn't have this done at the factory, so Beau has to do it manually with the grinder.
When they've machined this groove in the bottom of this plate, they've actually machined it on a taper.
So it's just imprecise.
Yep.
The Germans would throw that back in the furnace, wouldn't they?
They would redo it, yeah.
Yeah.
Likely. This is about 8 mil, so it's probably about 14 mil. As long as the floor rebates in it somewhat, then it's good. Should be good to go. They used a lot of packers. One side was probably higher than the other, so they had to pack the front plate up so it wasn't sitting down like this. They sort of just made it work. Do it today. That looks good to me.
All right.
Give me 1 sec. There we go.
That's better.
All right.
I know it was only a short episode this week, but it was the best we could do. Sometimes tank restorations can be a bit of a grind. But regardless, we hope you're enjoying the process of bringing this KV-1S back to life. If you think he earned it, be sure to let Beau know in the comments and support the museum by subscribing and coming to visit us sometime. So until next Wednesday, I'm Kurt from Armour, and I'll see you on the next one.